King.
Blessings, Queen. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am amazing, amazing, amazing. Tonight is a special night.
Yes, it is. Oh my gosh. I haven't talked to you or seen you since last year sometime. It's been a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
How's everything?
Oh man, like the name of the game is transformation right now.
Yeah.
The name of the game is transformation. Like,
You always
every,
got a word for me. You always got a word.
yo, yeah, yeah. There's always a word to tap into. So,
Yeah.
just being the receptor. Like, when we live in these big cities, there's a lot of satellites. There's a lot of noise.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a lot of noise,
Absolutely.
You're more in the south, so there's more of a quiet space that's accessible.
Mm-hmm.
Something about New York that's just so incubated within itself that if you don't create a quiet, you don't even know what silence sounds like.
Man. Mm.
So I mean, so the transformation is time. Like, everybody's talking about the Great Awakening, December
Yeah.
21st, the winter
Yeah.
solstice. This is like
Yeah.
it's all in the air. So
Yeah.
I'm
Absolutely.
excited about it. What's
Absolutely.
up? What's been going on with you?
Woo, man. Just trying to continue the show and just move forward and what I know I'm called to do. So yeah, everything's been good in spite of the pandemic. I've been healthy, I've been blessed, so I'm grateful. um yeah, just still trying to network and do everything I need to do. But yeah, I first want to thank you for taking the time out for the interview. We have a lot to talk about, a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, yes.
So first what I wanted to talk about, because I did see, I loved the Wills film. I loved it.
Wow.
I loved it. And I'm gonna tell you, I didn't really one, when you first posted it, I didn't know that you were the main character. And so I'm like, okay, so he is going through everything, like, oh my gosh. And then it draws you in so much to, and then with me and my love for music, I've connected, and it's just like, oh my god, he did so well. Like, he's such a great
Mm,
actor. Um, First, like, your experience working on the movie, give me a little bit of that. Also, um, if there's one thing that you can take from the movie and compare it to real life, kind of give me an example of that.
I would say Wheels was like an parallel universe to my life. When you see like the grandmother, when you
Mm-hmm.
see family,
Mm-hmm.
like it really just I can see why I fit this role so well,
Mm-hmm.
because at the time, which was 2016, there was so many different like lifetime shifts crossing over. For
Mm-hmm.
me personally, I just finished Roxanne,
Yeah.
uh, thinking that I don't know what type of job that I do on that set. So I was a little taken aback and like quite shaken up. Like, I don't know if I could actually even do a full role. Like, I initially passed on Wheels
Oh
initially,
wow.
and so the director called for like a direct like request. Like, for me, I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, how did the director want to see somebody they didn't see before? Like, so I was like, that's strange. Like, not that's weird. Um, and so one of my friends hit me and was like, "Yo, this movie is for you. It fits. You gotta go and do it." And I was like, "All right, let me see what's going on. If they
Right.
if I'm that bad that the way I put it in my mind, it's not gonna work out."
Right.
So I go, I just and I end up being myself.
Mm-hmm.
And the director was like,
That's it.
that night I got an offer that night, and we had lunch the next day. And in the lunch, I knew I could had a communication. We had no communication barriers.
Oh wow.
And this is a Jewish man from Brooklyn who
Wow.
loves hip hop. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and I'm a young black man from East New York and Harlem, New York City.
Yeah.
So people would be like, "Yo, what do y'all have in common?" But hip hop is the spirit that
It's
brings everybody together.
exactly. Oh my, it's something about hip hop. I'm telling you, it's something about hip hop that just it connects, it vibes, it flows, everything. Oh my gosh. Well, that's awesome. I was like proud. I was like, oh my God, you did such a really good job. I'm like, you did. I'm serious. And I'm not trying to take away from your talent at all. It's just because I know you from music, and then to see you in that element, it just was like, wow, this is really dope. Like,
Thank you.
seriously. Yes.
Wow, and yeah, like people who've seen me since I was a child, like
Hmm.
my inner core, they know what I'm capable of. Like they
Hmm.
know, like, yo, you. Pardon me, I'm sorry about that.
No, good.
Get myself together. But they like, yo, y'all been doing, your whole family been doing this since day one.
Right.
So they're like, what you mean you don't know if you can act or not? Da, da, da. But people who are watching the discovery of who OnStar is
Hmm.
from a non-personal view,
Hmm.
I love the surprising, like the light behind the eyes, like when you see, like, yo, I
Yeah.
did not, like, yo, that was a transformation. Like,
Yeah.
I thought, but us as humans,
Absolutely.
we were taught to find one thing and be great at that. And
Absolutely.
I challenge that all the time. Shout out everybody, real quick. Shout out everybody that's in the chat right now. Lucky Banks, I see you. Um, Naya Zuri, big blessings, goddess. Um, who else? If you're watching this, you are successful. If you can hear our voice, you are successful. If you're watching this and you can hear our voice, stay prepared because you're next. And so,
Absolutely.
yeah, like, people got to understand that we are multifaceted beings. Like, we're not here just to be human alone, but we're here to be the being part of our humanness,
Absolutely.
And so my whole life's path structure is to enlighten and is to inspire. I cannot say, oh, I'm only good at this, and stay in that space and think that people are not gonna um push me and remind me, like, yo, I've seen you do many of things. Like,
Right.
this is tip of the iceberg. And so, like, Wheels was that breaking point for me to be like, okay, I'm an actor now.
Hmm. Absolutely.
Now,
Absolutely.
so
So that's great. I applaud you. It was dope. It was a dope film. If you have not watched it, you guys, please go check out the Will's film. Next up, your EP, Light Layers. I think my favorite is Blue Love. I am
mm,
such a big fan of the old hip hop way, like the sound, the vibe, everything. I think that's why I appreciate your music, because you know I can weave in some trap every now and then, but I like the old school. I like where
mm.
you can understand what they're saying. They have a real message. You can break it down, all of that. Like, what inspired this EP?
So the EP Light Layers was really yet again reaching that top of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Like, reaching, I mean, life is a mountain that you reach the top, you'll reach the top at your completion. That's your full top, right?
Absolutely.
But there will be like a person that's very close to me, they say summits.
Mm-hmm.
You'll get plateaus, places where you reach a checkpoint
Mm-hmm.
and you get to relax, enjoy, celebrate, recharge, and then you get back on that climb. So Light Layers to me ultimately is making it clear that not only do I see myself as a serious artist,
Mm-hmm.
but now I'm gonna give permission to myself to win by putting out my own project alone, like without a label, without um even so much traffic, like just more, I have this thing, like my mother used to say, if I die today or tomorrow, don't cry for me because you wasn't listening to me when I was here.
Right.
And I
Right.
used to be, me and my brothers and sisters be like, stop saying that, Ma, we love you. She like, no, if you'll love me when you listen to what I'm saying
Right.
for you to listen to. And so I'm simply providing a listen to at this point. So the life that Light Layers have on its own is in its name. It's light layers. It's layers of light, and it's also laying the light.
I love that.
You know, thank you. So you are laying the light, and you are a layer of light, and all of us together are layers of light. So I named my EP Light Layers, and I'm gonna do my second installment this 2021, because the last one dropped March 31st. 7 songs, but this one I'm gonna add an extra 6 songs with the first 7, because I know that I did that for me. That wasn't for me to be like, everybody come listen to it at once. It was for me to be like, yo, look at what I did for myself. I put out a 7-song project, and I'm able to listen to it with the world. And so Light Layers Extended Spectrum is coming February 5th. That's on my birthday.
February 5th. Okay, I'm gonna make a note on my calendar for that for sure.
Thank you.
I get it now. Being that we've had our conversation in person, understanding where you're coming from, you put it into your music. Yes, layers of light. It makes all the sense right now. So yeah, I appreciate your music. I do. And I can't wait for February 5th. So yeah, I'll definitely have you back and want to talk about it afterwards. But we definitely, we want to hear it. We want to hear it for real. Next up, being on the Ellen Show twice. Tell me first experience and then second experience, because that's my next bucket list to be on Ellen. So
got it. So big shouts out to Ellen.
Yes.
I just thank her for being an understanding to the world that love surpasses all walls that we face in our personal spaces and as a society. As a society, it's more, you know, we have the racial factor or the political factor or the gender factor, and then you'll pick your personal plight out of it. But Ellen is making it clear that she doesn't operate in those confinements, or rather, she doesn't allow those confinements to stop her from operating.
Absolutely.
So she saw a group of young Black men who are going viral on the internet for years. They watched us for years before they called us and invited us. And so they gave us time to grow and develop and be what it is that we wanted to be. And then they called us, interviewed us, and brought us on the show. So the show is super produced. It's like, it's really where it's like you don't see Ellen until you're on the couch. You don't get to meet her. It's no backstage. It's like we cannot afford for anything to go wrong.
Yes.
Rather, we're affording everything to go right. So they're on top of it, like on top of, okay, you'll be here, you'll be at the hotel, we'll come and get you. It's like that schedule. You start learning like, yo, without a schedule, I ain't really up to nothing.
Yeah.
Like you start learning like, or you get the reminder. And so then when you finally get on the couch, you're like, we're just having a conversation. It's not till you get home
and when it hits
and you watch it that you go, yo,
it hit you hard. Like, I was just on the Ellen Show.
That was the couch I was on. This is the screen I was on. This is how y'all saw it. And you gotta kind of have no ego to really get the full blast.
Yeah.
Any kind of ego puts you in like a, yeah, you know,
absolutely.
You know, yeah. And you're like, no, like, take this in, be a fan of life, like, look at it and like really embrace it, because this is a dream come true. So that's the first time I'm like, yeah. Second time, you know, you kind of get gratefulness and a thankfulness. You're like, wow, again, okay, all right, cool. All right, look, don't get too hyped. Don't think because it's your second time. All right, look, just try to treat it like your first. Like you kind of put yourself back into
like it's all over again. Yeah,
you know what I mean. And so my team, Wafu, shout out Wafu, we are Family for Life Entertainment. they made it to Ellen even again. Like we made it as a group collective spirit
Right.
3 times. I went twice out of the 3, but like even to watch them with like just again, I'm like, okay, I understand that there is a God. We know that.
Yes.
All praises due to Allah, and whatever name you feel is the best one to give your utterance to. And so like I'm like, all right, this is not gonna stop. This is life. God is life.
Absolutely.
God is gonna meet you in every
Absolutely.
space of life. So just keep sharing the love. Don't be stingy. Give your love. Give your understanding. Give your space. Be here.
Yeah.
Don't try to be in the future. Don't go and run to your past when you're scared. Be now.
Yes.
You know, and so that's really what comes to my understanding when I look at something like Ellen, like
that big moment, like, oh my God. So did you guys didn't I hear Will brought the train for the second time you guys were on the show?
You said
Will Smith.
Will joined us in playing the game of like the cash prize. I'll give you an exclusive. Exclusive. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. Right? We had an interview with them and they were saying what's new for you guys, and I think what they end up doing was putting us on the same episode as Aladdin and Will Smith, because I said we're a group of young black men. There's not much male role models or role models that we become that for us, and now we have to be that for the next generation. So we would love to have like a mentor or somebody that could mentor, like a Will Smith. I just mentioned it, like, and the lady that was interviewing us was like, got it. Okay, all right.
Look at God.
Guys, we're gonna make, okay, we know exactly what to do now. Okay, and boom, Will Smith came, and so like that was just like a dream come true. And even if you look at the first Ellen, I put a post up where I showed Ellen picture, I showed Will Smith picture, then I showed myself, like, and then that manifested. I was like,
that's crazy.
Yo,
right?
I was like, yeah. So Will being there was like really one of those things, like asking you shall receive.
That was timely, yeah. Oh my God. That is amazing. Yeah. Oh my God. And for her to like even think to put that together, because she didn't even have to be in that space of mind to just be like, okay, they're looking for a mentor. He mentioned Will, but we ain't gonna put him with Will. Like, you know, entertainment and how it works. Like, you don't have to do certain things, but being that, you know, she actually put 2 and 2 together. Oh my God.
Right.
It's amazing.
Right. And that's a team. One thing about Ellen, every segment of her show has an office. Every segment of her show has an office. It's all in the WB lots. Something that I'm very familiar with. You know, America's Best Dance Crew. I was on that set for like 2 or 3 seasons. Shout out Lil Mama, my big sister, for even opening up that space for me to get behind the scenes and learn early what it takes to have a full-blown production. And so I'm like, yo, we back on the WB lot. Or like, I'm like, yo, we on the WB lot.
Right.
We get no bigger than it. Like, only Tyler Perry Studios is bigger than this. Like, you know what I mean? Which I'm super proud of. Shout out that black man. I'm waiting. I want to be in the. Come on.
We waiting at this point.
You feel, we waiting both. Exactly.
You probably closer than I am, but we definitely waiting. You've been a while now. You've been a growing up hip hop. Let's talk about that. Like you closer than me. I mean, I live here, but you are definitely closer than I am when it comes to getting your foot in the door. So it's coming. It's definitely coming. I'm pretty sure like any moment now. I mean, again, you speak it happens. So
you feel me? That's why I opened up my mouth just now. And I just want to take a brief moment to acknowledge you and all of your work. Like even the setup you have right now, like it's just, we sat down and we had a meeting and you went and delivered on everything you said that you were going to do and everything that your essence already like just told on you about. Like what people don't understand is you know, your being is louder than your mouth. And so when people say things that don't match their essence, it's obvious, but you obviously match the essence in which you came, and you've outdone yourself. I've been paying attention. I just want you to know that you are closer than you think. Just know. And I'm saying that because I can see you better than you can see you. You can see me better than I can see me. And that's why it works in this world when we lift each other up. So just a brief moment to elevate you, because trust, you're going to be paroled real fast. Watch. And you've been killing it with the skits. Trust me. I promise you.
You watch my skit.
You probably get a call this week. They're like, Tyler Perry wanted to talk to you. You want new fresh black faces, beautiful faces. He wants you. Let's go. I promise you, probably this week.
Okay, Lord, I receive.
I'm just saying. The holidays are gonna go by. When it's New Year's, we want you. I promise you, it's gonna happen.
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Whew. All right. I'm gonna calm down. Thank you. I didn't know you watched my skits. I feel
fire. I like them. I need to comment more. But I'll be looking and I'll be pressing like away. So
I do see that you like them. I do, and I appreciate that so much.
No problem.
Thank you. That actually made my week, because it's definitely been a work in progress. It has, but yes, I appreciate that so much. Again, layers of light. I can't even express how grateful I am that I even met you, that we had our meeting, that, you know, we kept in touch, that, like I was telling them before you got on, when we first met, I was working for the magazine company, and then we started a little bit about business, but then it just became spiritual from there. And from that instant, it was just like, this is my brother. Like, we left, it was like we were strangers, and then now we just caught up after so much time. You know, when you have kindred spirits and you just like connect with somebody, it's like, I feel like I've known them forever. Like, that's how it was. I'm like, this man pretty much, like, I came for one thing and we ended up talking about something else, which was definitely necessary, because at the time I definitely needed to fast and pray. But it just, to me, I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful for the connection. And, you know, anything that you've inspired, by story, by post, by DM, by message, whatever, I am so grateful for that for you. So
wow.
Thank you. Yeah.
Wow.
Before we go though, I do want to ask, I know that you mentioned about the next layer of your EP on February the 5th. Is there anything else that you can share that you're working on?
Let's see. We have Wheels. That's already out. Y'all can go see that now, just to re-mention. Amazon. Oh, it's on YouTube now.
Yes.
Easy, y'all.
Yes.
Put in Wheels OnStar. It's gonna pop up. Y'all can go see Wheels. Roxanne is out.
Yes.
Please enjoy that. Y'all blew that up. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Light Layers. The EP is available. The album is coming, which is the complete. So you'll have the songs that's already there, but then you're gonna have the complete version, and you're gonna have more layers of light added to that, and more of the sound that's being created through OnStar. And so that's the updates for now. Oh, we have visuals. Get ready for visuals. Shout out to the family that's in the chat. David Pinks, Veli2575. I see y'all. Everybody that's here, I love y'all. We have visuals. We have music videos. I have 2 that's done. We're gonna have special guests. We're gonna have just surprises, and get ready for the skits. Shout out Young Executive, always reminding me to stay on top of writing my books. And so I don't want to speak too soon, but enjoy what's out now. If you're not following the movement, just follow me on Instagram, and just know that inspiration is coming. There's Absolutely. A lot of programs being developed around the inspiration, the part, like, it's like I could keep dropping gems here and there, but it's like, yo, it's time for you to really put it together
Yeah.
presentation, make it happen. So it may come in the form of skits, freestyles, whatever, however it comes, but it's gonna be under one umbrella, and that's OnStar Enterprises. So I mean, I'm excited. So just Light Layers is coming. That Light Layers Unlimited Spectrum is the next step. So that's the name of it. Unlimited Spectrum.
Limited Spectrum.
Unlimited, yeah, Light Layers Unlimited Spectrum.
Unlimited Spectrum. Okay. Please hit me if you have a release party, because I will be there.
Got it. Got it.
I definitely need to get up there to see some friends, but yeah, please do. I would love to show up and celebrate with you. I'm excited for the visuals, for everything, skits, you know, that's my thing. So I'm excited to see that, dancing, all of that. I want to see it all. Give us everything you got. Don't hold back for nothing. Give us everything you got. I want to see it all. So I appreciate your time tonight. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you all for watching. For anyone who's not following you, everybody, tell them where they can find you. If you have a website, where they can find your music and things like that before we go.
Got it. So I have a link tree that is in my bio that has all the things that I deem fit for you to go and enjoy right now. So go to my page, follow me if you will. I would super appreciate it. And go into my bio and click that link. There's going to be enough for you to enjoy at least tonight. But like, trust me, it's gonna lead to more, because once you get those links, you're gonna be like, well, where's the more? I got, it's so much content that people that are like following me now are coming to me going, yo, when did you do this? Or like, you know, Throwback Thursdays for me is the best, because people are like, yo, this is from 8 years ago. What? Yo, this is like
now we have time to sit down and watch.
Yes. And so there's like a catch up. Like, I get it now. Like, I used to feel like it was a big challenge for me to put stuff out and not get the immediate response.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's talk about that. Let's now that we got the movies and the entertainment, let's talk about the man behind the man.
Yeah.
There was so many times where I was like, yo, this is top quality work. This is from God himself. Not that I'm making myself holier than thou, but I'm recognizing the DNA of which created me.
Right. Absolutely.
And so I'm like, yo, oh, okay, I get it. There's the mainstream, and you got to go through the hoops, and you know, you got to jump through all these things. Okay, cool. But like, yo, for anybody who's able to see it for right now, I hope they're able to see it. And slowly but surely, as time keeps going by, more people come back, and they come back with more people. Wow. So I just want people to stay encouraged around what it is that you're doing, because you may not get all of the claps at once, but that wave is going out, and when it renders back, you're gonna be in such a space where you won't need it, and that's gonna be the bonus.
Absolutely.
You won't need people to give you energy. They'll be giving you energy naturally, and you'll be grateful for it. You'll be like, yo, all right, cool. I would much rather it like this than for me to need it, because if I needed it, that's only gonna like have me hurt. Absolutely. Waiting for it. So I went through that phase of hurt. Why aren't they paying attention? And then I know what that is. Yeah. Please pick me. I know. Please. And so, oh yeah. With that being said, shout out to Nick Cannon for giving me the opportunity to do Wild 'N Out.
Absolutely.
That was an amazing experience. That was something that also taught me, stop shortchanging yourself. Yet again, you are a comedian. You make people laugh. No, you haven't done stand-up, but you make people laugh in your just everyday being, and that's enough.
Absolutely.
If people are smiling, if their heart is beating with a lighter rhythm, you know, people like yourself, like when I come across people like you, I'm reminded that there are people who do this, and there are people who are grateful because they understand. And I'm like, I need to focus on people like yourself. and people like me and people like you, because that's the community that's ultimately going to make the changes that's going to affect the world. Absolutely. So it's not about 1 million people watching, it's about 12 people watching that get 1 million times the impact.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
Yeah, so yeah, just perseverance, love, and vulnerability. Like,
that is a huge word. Vulnerability affects every part of your life.
Yeah, it's scary. It's scary.
Yeah.
Because we're living in a time where advertisements are everywhere. Everything is an advertisement. And so you really don't know what you need. But if you recognize that what you need is what the Spirit has already given you, and you go within, meditate, just take time to breathe into a quiet space. If you take time to breathe into a quiet space, so much will open up, like understanding, wisdom. You'll even receive phone calls of confirmation of what you saw in your own mind, in your own heart. You'll go out on a limb. You'll do things. You'll reach out where you once didn't, or where you once expected people to reach out for you. You'll do the reaching out. And so just set your intention. Naya Jury, continue your journey with intention.
Yeah.
Exactly. Your intention will set the playing field for the next scene of your life.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much. This was a great interview, by the way. Great, super. I loved it, every minute of it. Blessings to you, King. Continuously. Every step of the way, I'm watching, I'm praying for you. And again, if you have EP release, let me know. I will be there. And I look forward to talking to you again here on Lois Lane Radio. I appreciate you so much. So much.
Thank you 1,000. Lois Lane Radio to the top. I'm all about the independent voice. So, and you have one that is of reverence, and it's clear that you're holding God within your own space. So I'm super elated. I'm super excited. And if there's any way that I can assist outside, we'll definitely build on it. But yeah, like, I'm going to have a release. I'm going to have a release party. So you're more than invited. You're more than welcome.
Absolutely.
And we're going to drop the project. We're going to drop some visuals. And we're going to just have a great night that night. So thank you for confirming that. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm having a release. Yeah. So,
get into existence. Yes.
We having one for sure. And so,
absolutely.
Keep winning.
You deserve it. You deserve it. All your hard work. Yeah. You deserve it. But thank you. Thank you so much. Lois Lane Radio to the top. Yes. It has been spoken.
That's a fact. And we got your back. The Star Fam, that's my people who tap in with me. That's my support base. That's my community. Star Fam is behind Lois Lane Radio to the top for sure. You feel me? So we got you.
Thank you so much, OnStar. Oh my gosh. Thank you. This has been wonderful. I cannot say that enough. It's been wonderful. Thank you so much.
No problem, Queen. Till next time.
All right. Till next time.
All right. Peace.